Juzo hands out invitations to every tribute in the game to the costume party. It looks like a stray scepter is giving tributes the power of their costumes. Good day, good people. It's a fine day in the year of the Zenith Toon Link. Bravo, not Dave. Pablo, you know what, Pablo, you can stay here. I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Anomaly the Nomakars, few know me is the man who's getting ready for Halloween. But to most, I'm the United States Savior. Welcome back to another fantastic costumed edition of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. That's right, we're having a costume party. There's a brand new arena event where you can get some very specific perks, i.e. dressing in costumes, embracing the Hunger Games Halloween season. In those costumes, they'll give you certain perks of said costumes. Hopefully we'll see a lot of that today. Or we might not, it's RNG, so it'll exist, but you know, it is what it is. After the first time it comes up, it'll be moved to whenever autumn hits in the climate control remote, which has never happened. Neither is spring, neither is extreme, it's all in there. And I've seen it happen. So I know that it's not like an issue with the coding, it's just an issue with our RNG. And I kind of think that's hilarious. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the folks here who I think would be like pristine, perfect. I also have the Agent of Chaos wheel up. I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's today is probably gonna happen. This is not a drill. All the characters who I believe would be rocking some costumes, and we start off with your champions, Brute Force and Broken Braids. Likely defending those titles today in Scramble Rules for the very first time. Will that happen? We'll have to wait and see. The Mets, Nana, Achiaki, and Kyutaro, the Detectives, KJ and Leaphorn, Voice of the Voiceless, Angie and Tiki, Nothing to Report, Chisa, and the Gatekeeper. The Agents of Chaos themselves, Trapper and Trappy, Nagito and Satsuna, Titi, Typhoon, Mew and Lumine, Rock, Paper, Scissors has the Rock and the Scissors, Shinyan, and Jack. Bug Hunters actually has Gonta, and So, Baked in Blood, Ruruka, and Mine. Daring Devotees, Kazuichi and Ranmaru, Shield, Juzo, and Kizakura, Romance is Dead, Joe, and Kaede, Magic, Carpet Ride, Hajime and Yukiko, Dance Break, Crazy Oko, Extra Large, and Inigo, Boom and Gloom, Jotaro and Klee are here, so the block is not going to be in play. We'll see. Sudden Slumber, Leon and Sayu, Bucket of Bolts, Kibo and Kana, they're going to be, you know what, they might be best dressed, low-key. Training Day, Mitarai, and the Grey Goose have probably got some fantastic, like, Halloween attire, Halloween wrestling gear. I'd love to see that. Justice for All, Justice Number 1, and Arthur. The Sukes, Yasuke, and Yusuke. Yusuke specifically, because you know, he's got that artistic mind. He can set up the best of costumes. They see me rolling. Monica and Kizzy. Photo shoot, Shiki and Mahiru. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Gin and Samugi. Defend the Fallen, Kaito and Fuyiko. Killer Jokes, Kokichi and Anzu. Dark Aesthetic, Shoka and Gundam. Ultimate Besties, Komaru and Sato. Unhealthy Obsessions, Cory and Kanon. New World Order, Junko, and of course Ranger had to be here for this one. Pastry Party, Izuyoi and Maple. Love Blossoms, Usami and Noir. Magic Show, Hifumi and Owain. Best Left Forgotten, Fatogami and Beat. Split Path, Monokuma and Aiba. Cataclysm, The Grand Boy and Morgana. Twin Magic, Kotoko and Kotoka. And Lasting Shot, Nekamaru and Joker. And that's everybody. It's gonna be a massive one today because it's Halloween time. Oh, you better believe it's Halloween time. I hope you're ready. I hope you're steady. And for first and foremost, I guess before we spin the wheel, let's look at these comments, because you're about to make some. Pick first, second, and third in the comments, because your comments are important. I'll make mine too, and hopefully you don't have the jinx that I have. I would never wish that upon anybody. That being said, your comments are important, like this one, like that one, and like, wait for it, as this loads. There we go. This one from just last week, Natasha Scott actually. This is how I imagined Hiyoko and Owen fight to go. The final two, down to Hiyoko and Owen. Hiyoko's shocked to see Owen surviving this far, given what happened earlier when he survived when he should have been dead. How did he live? Hiyoko either does this to spite, does the sprite where she angrily points the finger at Owen, or she does the crazy Hiyoko sprite, whichever is more appropriate. Hiyoko says furiously, "You should have been dead because of that stupid virus, you freaking witch," and then proceeds to grab a chainsaw befitting of her crazy Hiyoko meme, and goes crazy on Owen with said chainsaw. She ensured Owen didn't win because of a glitch event. I gotta say, that's pretty crazy. I don't know why I threw that. Once again, thanks for the comments, picks first, second, and third. I threw it and I realized I still need it because we got... Okay, like, look. I'm not even gonna belabor this. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yo, I'd be more surprised if this one doesn't hit. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised, but if both of them don't hit, shocker. It'd be the shock of the century for me. Look at him. We'll start it, because, I mean, like, we don't want to belabor this once again. But, like, look at it. Really look at what's going on here. It's a big chunk. As we let it go, is it time? It's not time yet. Now, as I stop this recording, it's technically still more likely than not that chaos doesn't reign. And I find that shocking. That being said, in 3, 2, 1... it's still a pretty decent chance for chaos to reign. We'll roll it again. Nagito, Setsuna, are you forcing a title unification match? Are you going to keep having people on the edge of their seats? Let's see what your decision is. It is... wow. I'll be frank. I was really ready for it. Let me stop this. We hit the regular music. I want you guys to know, next week, if both the champs are in, we're gonna be at 50-50. If the first wheel misses, actually. But I'll tell you what, this is crazy. I was really ready. Like, I still have the code open right now because I expected to comment out the, or delete the commented out section that has the scramble rules. I was like really ready for it, but I guess I can close the code. That's still wild to me that it didn't hit, but alright. Brute Force Broken Braids, you live to see another day. On Thursday, I don't know if you will. Although, I'm gonna stop right there. I guess we'll wait and see. I'm sure you've made your picks, and I'm sure most of you are probably as shocked as I am. Hey, yo, give me Justice for All for 1. Justice Hammer 1's walking away with this one. For second, give me Ranger, and for third, Ranger of New World Order, and for third, give me Lasting Shot Joker. AKA my boy Hisagiri Roku, AKA the man, the myth, the legend, AKA the Ruin Bringer. That's who I got. And I'm not going to dilly-and-dally because this is a pretty big game, although it has the potential to be a very short game. You'll see. We don't have to roll, but I mean, like, you know, we'll do it just for fun, right, Bob? Let's give it one good roll, right? Why not? Were we simulating? We would have... That's why we stand Pablo. That's why we love Pablo out here. That's Pablo's our guy. That's the one and only. Pablo, let me move this microphone a little bit out of your way. I don't want you to be covered up by this microphone. You deserve to be in full view. We can't resimulate, but we can proceed. Are you ready? I'm still kind of, to be completely honest, to be completely fair, I'm astounded that chaos has not reigned. Astounded. They must be plotting something. Nagito, Setsuna, they're plotting something. And I'm interested to see what they're plotting, but to get to the next week and to get through this episode and to see who's going on, we have to proceed. We have to start round 1, and let's kick this bad boy off with... not a bloodbath, but you know, it's round 1. And... the Horn Bears. Kaede, don't you dare come up. Don't you dare. Horns? Sound them? Good. Yes, horns. Yes, horns. You love to hear them. Just like Morgana loves to visit the pumpkin patch, a small unknown shop. Business appears to be booming. Whomst? My things about what she did up here. Oh, Mona also has a small pumpkin. Sakura puts a death collar on Kotoka while she's sleeping. Kotoka, no, run! Gatekeeper calls back on the moment he took the Knight's Oath and violently downs his Knight's armor, Gatekeeper. I love it. Monokuma immediately tries to take out the golden light that is Gatekeeper, but the Knight's armor diverts the blow. Joker's got a table. Hopefully no one goes through it. That would really ruin their day, I suppose. Ranger knocks out Shinyan in a fistfight, puts a death collar on them, Nane Achiaki. Really hopes that after Harmony Body, Juzo prints out a bunch of invitations for his Halloween party. And so it begins. Yukiko just wants to be helpful. Noir looks around for stuff to scrounge. Mayu does something really cute. Jotaro is pretty optimistic about all of this. Kotoka tries to rip the collar off, but she did no damage. Lumine tries to give Mew the various things that she's found. Mew tries to build stuff out of it. It's soothing watching Mew make neat contraptions from just some scraps. Shinhwa sizes her muscles. Keiji wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. The dude detectives are not having a good run. Joe fails to grasp the gravity situation. Shinyan attacks Noir in front of Usami. Usami rushes to help, but it's already too late. Junka is only looking out for herself. Kokichi looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Yasuke attacks Mai from behind, murders her. Mai, no. Man, I love Mai out here. Oh, dope, Kana just found a fishing rod. Now she can catch all the fish. Yusuke uses a mysterious gas to knock out Joe and Joker. In order to put death collars on them. Oh no. Kotoka just found a dimensional scythe. Those were supposed to be collected into season 4. Oh my. Kizzy does her best to avoid Monica Fair. Corey sets down a trap. Kibo challenges Kyoko and Sayu to an anything goes pancake eating competition, and let me tell you about this man's. He has not only held pancake championship gold before, but he held it for the very first time, and he's trying to become the first ever two-time world pancake champion. Good luck, Kibo. Good luck to you. Coming probably Wednesday? Probably Wednesday. Arthur slips in the mud by a river. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's Arthur all right. Leon has found a table as well. Kyutaro looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Usami is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Fatogami attempts to kill Chisa, but Gatekeeper intervenes just in time. Gatekeeper had to kill Fatogami to protect Chisa's life. Izio is now wearing some caveman gear. Mabel visits the pumpkin patch outside of Yoko's items and misfortunes. They pick up a modest pumpkin. Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest, best pumpkins are over at Avi's Wares and Despairs. I mean, just think about it. You saw some small pumpkins from this whatever shop. Modest pumpkins from Yoko's. I mean, Yoko's pumpkins are okay, but they're nothing in comparison to Avi's Wares and Despairs pumpkins, the best pumpkins of all time. Nagi's Zimmer survived this. Gundam mopes around uselessly. The Grand Boy tries to kill Kyutaro, but Kyutaro instead just kills a cat. Kyutaro, that's not cool. That's bad. I can't believe you. Chisa still can't believe that Gatekeeper has killed someone. Sayu picks up with neat and cool lying in various places. Tiki stares into the distance. Komaru's got a table as well. Gonta attacks Chisa from behind and Gatekeeper, taking them both out of this one. Jeez Louise, Klee gets caught in one of Corey's traps. Someone should help that poor being before she blows the trap up. Licorn walks into a very strange machine. His molecules are all rearranged and he's got ghost powers. Ruka doesn't care much for this place. Aiba tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Early game tank. Round 1 tank. The Archon sees great potential in Inigo, granting him a cryovision. Kaede steals Aiba's tank while she's asleep. Sayu sneaks up on Kizakura. Kizakura has known that he's been followed for ages now, is able to counterattack and kill Sayu. Shiki has found Genocide Jack's scissors. Oh yeah! There's, if it comes up, we'll see it. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. There's low odds, but we might see it happen. It'll probably be higher odds for another episode for its own, like, specialty. But we added a little something else in here. Monika's looking out only for herself. Nekomaru prints out a bunch of invitations for his Halloween party. Kanan is looking particularly erratic today. Sato has a dapper suit. Ranmaru spots something shiny in the distance. The Grey Gozu finds rats in a cave. More rats show up. He feeds them all. The Grey Gozu has an army at his disposal. And then we see a whole bunch of orange. Crazy Yoko Large attacks Fuyuko from behind and strangles him. Shoko's being adorable as always. Kyoko doesn't really want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Leon. And Justice Hammer 1 bashes Shinha in the back of the head during a duel. Tatuna also trips and falls straight into a river. Can you guess what happened to her? I think you can, can't you? It was a trap. Gin kills Lumine in front of Mew. Mew rushes up, but Lumine dies in her arms. Owain puts a death collar on Kazuichi while he's asleep. Tsumugi finds my arena climate change remote. Oh boy. If there's... Hey, Tsumugi, we know what kind of chaos that can bring, but like... It hit us with some autumn, maybe? That'd be cool. Mitarai finds a bolt of Pokeballs. The Archon see great potential in Cell. He's got a Hydro Vision. Where? What in the world? And he's got a chainsaw. If she's able to harness that chainsaw much like Kyoko did last week, she might be in for it. Anzu just wants it to end already. Mew sits there with a blank stare. Kokichi enters the World Pancake Championship. He wants to earn the last title that he has not had in this series. Can he do it? We'll find out this Wednesday. B remembers Fatsugami and sobs quietly. Kazuichi formally invites Maple to join his harem. Maple graciously accepts? Oh, like that. Hajime knocks Nagito out in a fistfight, and then puts a death collar on him. Jeez Louise, Hajime. Hifumi lays the title belt on the ground and grabs oh my gosh. Grabs Kyoko in a headlock, driving her skull into the hard metal, killing her. Mana lays her title belt on the ground. First of all, Hifumi snatching that title belt from Kyoko and using it against her. Mana lays her title belt on the ground. Juzo wherewithal to reverse it, Archie out of nowhere onto the belt. Mana's neck is broken. In fact, I think all of our champions are out. And Kaito uses a mysterious gas to knock out Yusuke and Yukiko in order to put death collars on them. Kaito apparently hates Persona. Confirmed. Kaito, we love Persona out here. But we also love the 17 that we lost. 17 gone in a single round. 17 cannon shots. And a 17-second Claire de Lune 4. Keiji Noir. Mai Fatogami. Grand Boy Chisa. Gatekeeper. Sayu. Fuyuhiko. Leon. Shinra. Setsuna. Lumine. Genocide Jack. Sakura. Kyoko. Mana. Yeah, I don't really know if that was 17 seconds or not, but I'll tell you what. We still got plenty of game to go. 61 people remain. We have 2 potential parties about to go down Halloween style. Will they happen? Will we see autumn in the simulator? Will we see some other new things that are in the simulator? We'll have to wait and see, but we won't have to wait too much longer because as we start this round, we see a lot of things. A lot of blue. Oh my gosh. First of all, Licorn. Oh my goodness gracious. Licorn. Freeze, cleave from the trap. Everyone clap it up for Licorn. Or snap it up. Do whatever you gotta do. Nekomaru finds an axe, upping his chances of survival somewhat, and we can't have one of these without it. Nagito, Yukiko, Joker. Yusuke rather. Katoka and Kazuichi are all forced to play the majority game. Katoka received the most votes, but she's suffered this fate before, and she said if they're gonna vote me again, if I'm gonna perish in this majority vote again, I'm drawing the sacrifice card, so everyone else perishes. Except for one player of Katoka's choosing. Katoka said, Kaito might hate Persona, but I love Persona out here. Saves Yukiko from death. Very nice. Those 2 survive, unfortunately 4 perish with them, but we still have a whole game to get through. Crazy Oko Extralar's bad brain turns her a little bit kinder. Junko finds a little bikini and puts it on. Kanan follows some sparkles and gets a magic wand. Tiki finds a pitchfork, which she figures is great for lobbing at enemies. Klee just wants to be helpful. Maybe she will be. The Archon see great potential in the Kori, in his house, and they grant him an electrovision to help him power his house. Great Gozu finds a bow and some arrows. Surely it'll take some practice, but it'll come in handy. Shiki cleans the butt off of her scissors. Jotaro, when did you kill anyone, Shiki? When? Jotaro keeps trying to tell the joke, but it always falls flat. Usami starts sobbing uncontrollably. Kyutaro's finally snaps. He's frenzied. Kaito, oh boy. Kaito has found a table. Hopefully no one goes through it. Komaru sets up her table before grabbing Monika by the throat, and she says, "This is for Ultra Despair Girls," lifts her up, choke slams Monika through the table. Anzu finds a neon open sign, must belong to the best supermarket of all time, by the way. And Beat feels strong enough to handle anything else. Juzo hands out invitations to every tribute in the game to the costume party. It looks like a stray scepter is giving tributes the power of their costumes. Oh my! Inogo comes dressed as a clown, not even a spooky one, they better be funny. Gonta comes dressed as a werewolf. They have a sudden urge to howl at the moon. He feels closer to home than ever. Izioi comes dressed as John Cena. He holds up a rally towel reading "Never Give Up." Aiba comes dressed as the big bad wolf, while Komaru, Katoka, and Shinyan dressed as the three little piggies. That's such a great little, cute little, group costume idea, except the scepter says differently and the pigs do not have a fairy tale ending. Rest in peace to them. Maple dances her heart on the dance floor, literally. Owen comes dressed as a vampire, suddenly turning into a bat and flying around the party. Morgana poofs in, dressed like a wizard from head to toe. Gin, Mew, and Hifumi are enjoying punch by the refreshments table. Punch that Hajime poisoned moments ago. Well, Mitarai and Kana argue over what to come dressed as. Kana gets so frustrated she helps Mitarai pull off the ultimate corpse costume. Oh my. So then comes dressed as Mitarai. But little do you know that Mitarai is dead. Thus the scepter makes So perish as well. Oh my. That's funny. Nanashiaki comes dressed as a clown, not even a spooky one, better be funny. Deathhammer 1 dresses as a werewolf. Monokuma comes dressed as John Cena. He says, "You can't see me, boy." Hajime steals my soundboard. Hajime, this is Fine, take it. Have fun. Tsumugi comes dressed as the big bad wolf. Kanon, Arthur, Kizakura, the three little piggies, they do not have a fairy tale ending. Tsumugi rips them all to shreds. Kaede dances her heart out on the dance floor. She's dancing out here. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl. Watch that. Oh, she's dead. That's sad. Kokichi comes dressed as a vampire as well. Suddenly turns into a bat, flies all around the party. Kana has a fishing rod. Casts her fishing rod into the river, pulls out a tuna. She's eating good tonight. Gundam poops in dressed like a wizard from head to toe. Shoka, Sato, and Anzu are by the punch bowl, enjoying that punch that Corey actually poisoned moments ago. Kizzy and Shiki argue over who should come dressed as what. Shiki gets so frustrated, she helps Kizzy pull off that ultimate corpse costume. Ranmaru comes dressed as Hifumi. Hifumi's dead though. Ranmaru is perishing as well. Yukiko's a clown. Yasuke comes dressed as a werewolf. Ruka's now John Cena. You can't see her. Ranger comes dressed as the big bad wolf, the great Gozu Jotaro. And Kaito are dressed as three little pigs. They don't have a fairy tale ending. Joe dances his heart out on the dance floor, literally. Angie comes dressed as a vampire. Mahiru's now dressed as a wizard. Kibo, Licorn, and Klee are enjoying the refreshments table, and the punch that they sip on has been poisoned by Tiki just moments ago. And Kotoko and Crazy Oko Extra Large argue over what to come dressed as. Crazy Oko Extra Large gets so frustrated she literally destroys Kotoko and says, "You're going as a corpse." You hate to see it, but man, that was brutal. Brutal to say the least. And there's still so much more brutality that it could be had. Because now we have vampires in here, we have John Cena's in here, we have werewolves, clowns, oh my, wizards, so many things. I think there's like 2 that didn't even come up, which is kind of crazy. However, that being said, it's Clarity Lune 4. Nagito, Joker, Yusuke, Kazuichi, Monika, Komaru, Kotoka, Shinyan, Maple, Mew, Hifumi, Gin, Mitarai, Cell, Kanon, Arthur, Kizakura, Kaede, Shoka, Anzu, Sato, Kizzy, Ranmaru, Grey Gozu, Jotaro, Kaito, Joe, Licorn, Klee, Kibo, Kotoko. We lost a lot. We're at 30, man. 30 already, which is about what I expected, honestly. I knew that if this event hit, we were gonna lose a lot, and I know we're gonna keep losing people, and I'm ready for it. I hope you're ready. You better be ready for it, because honestly, next round we might be saving grace picks, let's be honest. Is it something that I want to see? A little bit. I'm very curious. Let's proceed and find out. Shall we? No, let's do it. 30 remain, but how many people will remain after this next round? Oh, we still have a little bit of the Halloween party to go. Nekomaru comes dressed as Komaru, but Komaru's already dead. Nekomaru perishes as well. I've been wondering if she should build a machine that makes yakiniku. Izuyoi was wearing leather scraps as a sight to behold. Ranger tries to kill Gundam, but Gundam's wizard robe is carried away to safety. That's right, Gundam dressed as a wizard. Also has a magic wand. Do not forget Gonta visits the pumpkin patch out of Celeste Holiday Mansion. Picks up a rotten pumpkin. Well, I mean, like, you know, it is what it is. Junko comes dressed as a clown, not even a spooky one. She better be funny. Using her chainsaw, Angie brutally chops Owain to pieces. Owain, we gotta talk, man. That's the second time in 2 weeks that you have become a victim to a chainsaw. Goodness gracious. Nana Achiaki hopes she doesn't have to harm anybody. Monokuma lifts Morgana onto his shoulders and hits John Cena's finishing move, the Attitude Adjustment. Morgana's spine is shattered on impact, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about as we keep on going. Juzo comes dressed as a werewolf, has the sudden urge to howl at the moon. Maru waves her magic wand around, sending sparkles everywhere. Tsumugi, I'm so proud of you. Misses the spooks and jump scares and changes the calendar on Avi's climate remote to October. Spooky season's here with a vengeance, finally. It's autumn, baby. B comes dressed as John Cena. See, we have a lot of Cenas in here. Just Stammer 1 looks on the verge of snapping. Gundam has used his magic wand. Apparently he got a used one. Yukiko tries to make her collar look fashionable. Hajime presses the button on my soundboard and plays Samurai Woman. Well played, Hajime. Use Yasuke. I was gonna say it's one of these Ks. Can't handle the stress after losing a teammate, has become more cowardly. Usami dances her heart out on the dance floor, literally. Inigo creates an ice sculpture of Crazy Hyoko extra large. He's simping. Facts. Shiki wants this to be over already. Kana, you know what? Inigo's probably been flirting with both of his teammates so much. He's been asking them to so much, they might be sick of it by now. Shiki wants to be over already. Kana picture looks neat and cool lying in various places. Kori shakes Monokuma's hand, but it was a prank. Kori lightly shocks Monokuma, leaving him dazed. Kyutara runs in, chasing all the guests as if he'd gone crazy. Tiki wonders how far she could throw her pitchfork. Oh, dope, Ruka's got a fishing rod. Crazy Go extra large thinks about what she just did up here. And Kokichi has a plank of wood. Wait, no, that's a seesaw. That's a seesaw. We have 26 remaining. We have the last of our lingering people who have the arena event still to go through gone. But what else will unfold, especially now that autumn is in play for the very first time? We'll have to wait and see, especially after this Clair de Lune 4. Nekomaru, Owain, Morgana, Usami. Owain, you poor guy. We know his weakness. Forget the weapon triangle, he's weak to only chainsaws. 26 people remaining, 16 more into your saving grace picks, and that's when we'll check who's left. But for right now, I think we just proceed. I think we go on with the action. The action must continue, it must commence, we must see where this unfolds to. We're not even in a standard size game yet. As we get to the next round, we're gonna get to a standard size game. As Izuyoi attempts to kill Kyutara, but Nane Achiaki intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Nane Achiaki dies in the attempt. Aiba wants to build a rocket who's gonna take a trip in her favorite rocket ship. Inigo summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Yukiko. Ranger looks for an easy out. Shiki has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Juzo sets down a trap. Just Summer 1 tries to kill Kokichi, but Kokichi retaliates and kills him instead. Kori is smart enough to disarm one of Juzo's traps. Monokuma comes back to his senses. He was dazed from Kori's shock trick. Gundam sneezes and begins to levitate, falls into Juzo, killing him. Kokichi knocks out Shiki in a fistfight, puts a death collar on them. Junko attempts to kill Shiki after that, but Mahiru intervenes just in time. Mahiru had to take out Junko to protect Shiki's life. Mahiru can't believe, or she can't stop fawning over Shiki. I mean, that's fair. Beat fails to grasp the gravity situation. Tiki uses a mysterious gas to knock out Gonta and Tsumugi, putting death collars on them. Tsumugi can't wait to kill again. That's very Tsumugi of you. Kyutaro looks for his next victim. Yasuke doesn't care much for this place. Angie ambushes Aiba and Monokuma, taking out their entire team. Kana looks for stuff to scrounge. Gonta carves his pumpkin into a jack-o'-lantern. Nice. That is actually really interesting. I wonder if anything's gonna unfold from that. Crazy how Collectualizer's bad brain turns her into an absolute pain to deal with. Hajime gets mauled by wild animals, and Ruka casts her rod into the river, pulls out an alien device? Is it gonna do what it did? Is Ruka about to be like, I'm Ruka 10 out here? We are down to just 18. 60 gone, 18 remain. I don't know what's about to go down, but we're about to find out, especially after this Claire de Lune 4. Nane Aichiaki, Yukiko, Justice Hammer 1, Juzo, Junko, Aiba, Monokuma, Hajime. It feels like it. Angie might be playing out of her mind. Feels like Angie might be playing out of her mind. Do you want to? I want to check details, but I feel like we're gonna be at your saving grace picks like next round anyway. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off just this once. I'll hold off. We're about to find out soon. We gotta proceed to find out. We gotta click next round to find out. We got alien devices. We got a jack-o'-lantern. I don't think we've ever seen the jack-o'-lantern be used for what it can be used for. Let's see what Gonta does with it. There's a couple things that could happen as we click next round. Ooh. Ooh. That's not what I expected him to use it for. Oh man, Crazy Culture Large is looking particularly erratic today. Izzy always found a table, hopefully nobody goes through it. Beat has found a shotgun, goodness gracious. Corey, oh this is big for Corey. He uses the power of Electro on the dead body of his ally. Electricity is enough to restart her heart. That's crazy. Corey, who's known for literally murdering his tag team partner, especially Kanan, has brought her back to life? He's turned over a new leaf. With a flick of her magic wand, Kanan then turns Mahiru into a sheep, and she grazes peacefully. Oh boy. In a fit of frenzy, Kyutaro creeps up on Inigo and kills him dead. Gonta chucks his pumpkin into the sky and plummets right on Shiki's head, killing her. Tsumugi, goodness, we're gonna be well within your final. Oh no. Tsumugi said, forget October, it's July again. The heat is on. Kokichi would do anything for a glass of water. He survives this round, apparently. Kanan and Izzy are sunbathing. Izzy sneakily replaces Kanan's Kana's sunscreen with honey, attracting bears who maul her. Bears? Poor Kana. Ruka cycles through the choices on her alien device. Tiki then uses a magnifying glass in the intense summer heat to set a leaf on fire, which sets a tree on fire, which sets a forest on fire, catching Tsumugi, Ruka, Kanan, Izuyoi, and Yasuke in the inferno. Angie puts a death collar on Corey while he's sleeping. Ranger can't take the summer heat anymore and dies of heat stroke, and Gundam decides to put Mahiru out of her misery. We are now at your final 9. 69 are dead, which is rather nice. But not as nice as this Claire de Lune 4. Inigo, Shiki, Kana, Tsumugi, Ruka, Kanan, Izuyoi, Yasuke, Ranger, Mahiru. Well, I think it's about that time, don't you? Time for you to make some new picks. Time for us to actually... I said Angie was going off. Tiki, I think, is going off. Especially after this. Tiki's going off. Do you need more picks? You might. You might not, because there's some popular teams still in, but you might. And if you need them, let's make them. It's time for your... Saving Grace picks. Voice of the Voiceless completely in, and there's 11 kills between the two of them. Angie and Tiki both survive thus far. Corey brought back his teammate. Unfortunately, she perished again due to forest fires. But this time, Corey's trying to survive on his own once again. as we keep on going on, we see Kyutaro, who's a little bit unstable, but he's trying to do his best in this game, trying to win for the Mets, baby. They didn't, have a fantastic playoffs, but, it's still all about the Mets. It is all about the Mets. As we go onward, we see still around Killer Jokes Kokichi. You never count out Kokichi. He is an opportunist at its finest. Do not count that man's out. For Killer Jokes, for Anzu, and for Hutao, he wants to win this one. He knows. He knows. As we keep on keeping on, Dance Break still has Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large. Still hanging out on this one for Dance Break, for Inigo, and for Reiko. Can she come out on top? Gonta for the Bug Hunters. Chihiro, to be a Grand Slam champion, needs the tag team titles. Can Gonta get them one step closer? It's possible. We'll have to wait and see. Gundam remains for Dark Aesthetic. Gundam, who's very hit or miss in these games, wants to hold gold. Gundam has never held gold in this series. And I loathe that. But one of these days, could today be the day that he gets one step closer? Maybe. Perhaps. Mayhaps, in fact. And is that everyone? It shouldn't be. No. Best left forgotten. Do not forget Beat. Beat, who's got that John Cena perk at a moment's notice, can hit. You get an attitude adjustment. You get that 5-knuckle shuffle. You can put somebody in the STF. Beat has it all. He's got it all under his belt. But will he have a belt, a championship belt, in his near future? We'll have to wait and see. And then, of course, anybody else can come back at a moment's notice, can get revived. It's Orteal. We've seen crazy things happen. We've seen crazy things happen this game. Make your picks first, second, and third. I'm about to make mine after I restart this music, because, it actually stopped. Give me Tiki for first. For some reason, it just feels like it's Tiki time. It really does. She's been popping off. I do love Tiki. I honestly love Voice of the Voiceless. I think it's a really clever team. I gotta go for Tiki. Give me Kokichi for second, because you never count out Kokichi. Just like you never count out Yuta, you never count out Kokichi. And for third, give me Gundam, because that's my guy. That's just my guy. How could I count out Gundam? That's my boy. That's my baby boy. That being said, there's 9 people left. No Ghost, surprisingly enough. We have not had any Ghost. Not a single one. That's kind of wild to me. Will we see any? I don't know, but these final 9 stand tall, and their hearts are all beating with the same pulse, the same determination, and the same fighting spirit. Is that of a samurai woman? 9 competitors, 8 teams, I believe. Let's go on. Let's click next round. We will see. Ooh, one person is gone as round 6 begins. Beat. Stumbled upon a stray water balloon. Can he unleash summer-themed chaos on unsuspecting tributes? Oh, dope. Corey just found a water gun. That tricked out Super Soaker is bound to cause some chaos. And ice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ruka's back as a ghost. Is she about to do this again? We'll have to wait and see. She's back as a ghost. Gundam and Beat hike the cliffs surrounding Goldforge Mountain. Angie ambushes Crazy Oko Extra Large and murders her, strangles her. Gonta finds the corpse of Shoka, cuts off her head, replacing it with his jack-o'-lantern. Shoka inexplicably rises from the dead as the Headless Horsehomie. The Headless Horsehomie? Oh, goodness gracious. Who'd have thunk? I thought that this pumpkin smashed. Apparently just clobbered Shiki in the back of the head. He picked it back up. She's the Headless Horsehomie. Woo! She's also dead. Tiki feels horrible for what she did in Shoka, Tiki, Gundam, Kokichi. Gonta and Beat hide in a cave from the blazing summer sun. However, it's too hot, so hot that the water in the cave quickly boils them all alive. It was so close. The Headless Horsehomie. It was so close. It's very powerful. I was waiting for it to pop up, but Shoka, it was summertime, and summertime defeats all. We are down now to just 3. And those 3 are Angie, Corey? Yeah, Angie, Corey, and Beat perished. Ruka's a ghost. Did Kyutaro die? No, Kyutaro's still hanging in there too. Okay, interesting. Angie, Kyutaro, and Corey. After this terrible turnabout 4, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Shoka, Tiki, Gundam, Kokichi, Gonta, Beat. Honestly, when I saw the Headless Horsehomie, I kind of popped off. I was like, the Headless Horsehomie? Oh my! That's a revival item. That's a revival item. The odds are lowered, but I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad it finally happened. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not super duper low because it does take like an additional step for you to find a pumpkin, survive long enough to have that pumpkin be carved into a jack-o'-lantern. It's a multi-step revival. And that's why I like that. And it's very powerful to the person who becomes the Headless Horsehomie. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see it that much, because it was summertime, and summer's dangerous. That being said, it's your final 3, and between Corey, Kyutaro, and Angie, I have to ask you, no, not who is it gonna be, I'm gonna tell you, the 3 of them still kind of what I like to call, we like to call within our final 5, a crisis of fate. Shall we? I believe we shall, because we also have Ghost for Ruka in play, which means anybody is game for a revival. She has gotten a Ghost Revival victory before. A haunted victory before. Can she do it again? Let's wait and see. Next round. There we go. Angie reminisces about Tiki sobs quietly. Kyutaro looks for his next victim. Ruka misses being able to have the dinner. Just go eat some food. It's delicious. You can do it. I believe in you. As we click on the next round, we see Gundam is back as a zombie. Junko's back as a ghost, and so is Kotoka. Angie's got that neon open sign, and Kyutaro's frenzy finally dies down. We're down to 2? We're down to 2. What happened to Corey? What did happen to Corey? Oh my gosh! He just vanished! He got a water gun and then he just disappeared. Well, that's wild. Corey got deleted from existence. Who's it gonna be? Angie? Kyutaro? I have no idea what happened to Corey. No idea. And that's terrifying. But albeit, we're down to 2, but there are 4 ghosts in play. I'm scared. Will we have another revival ghost possession victory? Or will it be Angie? Or will it be Kyutaro? Will it be Kyutaro for the Mets? Or Angie for Voice of the Voiceless? Or will it be anybody else? We have 3 ghosts actually and 1 zombie as Gundam. We could have a zombie victory. I don't know. I'm just interested to see what's that. I'm interested to see what happened to Corey. We'll go to the next round. We'll see what's up. Angie hangs up the neon open sign. Invalid actor Avies wears and despairs. Hold on. No, first and foremost, I'm not an that shop, not an invalid actor. Avies wears and despairs is the best in the world. Is now open for business. In fact, it's so open for business. Where's Rebel Heart? Give me put Rebel Heart on. Ruka, Junko, and Kotoka all fly through walls to catch the best deals possible. Gundam's just disappointed that we don't sell brains here. We can't. We can't. I try. We can't. And Kyutaro gets a 33% discount on a vision. How do we even sell those here? What even vision? What kind of vision do you even have? Do we find out next round? We don't. But Kotoka kills Kyutaro through ghastly means, ending this game. Kotoka says that this wasn't about the Mets. That it was about Voice of the Voiceless. Instead of possessing someone, Kotoka said, I'm here for a little bit of chaos. I'm here to make sure that my team gets remembered as the team who took out the Mets, baby. Gundam's decomposing, Junko misses being able to have dinner, Haruka plays around with her incorporeal body, and Angie works at AB's Wares and Despairs, restocking the shelves as best as she can, and it restocks her all the way to victory because after this terrible turnabout for Kyutaro. Like, let's be honest. Look at the top 2 killers. They deserved it. they did earn this one. I'll give it to them. They really did earn this one. And earn it they shall. Hit them up with that victory because they are your winners. Representing the voice of the voiceless, Tiki went wild, but hey, don't sleep on Angie, because she went a little bit crazy too. They speak for the unheard deity that they both represent. And today, it was their time to shine. Angie, Tiki, voice of the voiceless. Hey, you know, I do want to, look, I love Tiki. I really do. I want to see her in that tag team finale. I'm very happy about this. I will say, I did turn down, the ghost. The chance that ghost can happen, and I turned down the chance that, they possess somebody. However, when I saw 4 ghosts appear, or 3 ghosts appear, I was like, huh. Even though I turned it down, it's highly more likely now that there are 3 ghosts. So I low-key expected it, but Angie ended it. Well, she didn't end it. First of all, let me tell you who ended it. Kotoka ended it. Kotoka said, not about the Mets. Kotoka's a Braves fan. I don't love that, but it is what it is. Tiki, 8 KOs. Angie with 4. Ranger with 3. Gonta with 3. Corey with 3. Corey, I don't know what happened to you, my guy. I really don't. Like, I have no idea what could have happened to Corey. He just vanished. Was this the fault of the ghost? Did they just snatch him from existence? Scary. Literally scary. That's Halloween time madness. Corey was in the house and then suddenly he wasn't in the house. Kyutaro had 3, Aiba with 3, Kokichi with 3, Hajime with 3, Samugi with 3, everyone else with 2 or less. We can bring up that tag team bracket and we see the voice of the voiceless carrying on. Congratulations to them. They had a game. They had a fantastic game. Tiki popped off. They got 12 out of 78 kills. Like, what can I say? Good on them. It was just great. They played great. That being said, Thursday tag team action will be back. Is chaos going to rain? I thought it was going to rain today. What would have happened if this were... And here's the thing. If this were a scramble episode, a championship scramble, it's more likely that we would have seen some sort of revival via the ghost or some sort of possession. It's just that with that in play, it's just so much can happen, and it's just astounding what could happen next week. Aside from that, we have Wednesday, World Pancake Championship match. Thursday and Friday normal games, but next Sunday, OC action returns. I'm excited for it. We got some good OCs this season. We have some good OCs every season, first and foremost. But that's what we're calling it for today. No more need to dilly and dally. Is there? I don't think there is. Stay classy. My goodness. Things were all over the place in this episode, and I kind of loved it. Toodaloo. Flag free. Thanks for watching.